versus South Africa, second cricket test at Guwahati. And on day 4, India chasing a target of 549 runs, but 27 for the loss of 2 wickets, which means India still needs another 522 runs with just 1 day remaining. Earlier, South Africa resumed their second inning at the overnight score of 26 without loss, and they declared their second inning at 260 for the loss of 5 wickets, setting India a target of 549 runs. Tristan Stubb was unlucky, fell 6 runs short of his century. He was out after scoring 94 of 180 balls, and the second high score was Tony Zizorzi, who made 49 runs. And he was also unlucky, just 1 run short of his half century. For India, Ravindra Jadeja, 4 for 62, and Washington Sundar 1 for 67. And at close of play, India were 27 for 2. They lost both the opening batsmen, Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul, and Sai Sudarshan and Kuldeep Yadav, the night watchman, were at the crease when the stumps were drawn for the day. Yes, 489 South Africa scored in the first inning. Mathusami scored his first century in Test cricket. Marco Jansen, unlucky, fell 7 runs short of his century, made 93 runs. And for India, Kuldeep Yadav 4 for 115 and Jasprit Bumrah 2 for 75. India were 201. Disappointing from Indian fan of cricket that India, in reply to South Africa's total of 489, could only score 201 runs, and they conceded a lead of 288 runs. With 288 runs lead, South Africa capitalized on it, and they scored 260 in the second inning and declared at a loss of 5 wickets, setting India a target of 549. And chasing 549, India were 27 for 2. But when India were all out for 201 in 83.5 overs, on the other hand, South Africa batted for 151 overs. Yes, Indian bowlers felt fatigue and they were outclassed by the South African. 83.5 overs, India could only bat at home. Remember, they're playing at home, and the team, which is a touring team, and they're playing in alien condition, performed better than India. And India 201, Yashasvi Jaiswal 58, Washington Sundar 48 were the significant scorer. But what a brilliant fast bowling performance from the lanky fast bowler, left-arm fast bowler Marco Jansen, 6 for 48 from 19.5 overs, and Simon Harmer, the right-arm off spinner, 3 for 64 from 27. Batting second, South Africa, they know what they're going to do, what they're going to set India a target, which is 549, and they played briskly. They're scoring 260 for 5 in 78.3 overs, which means they were scoring almost 3.5 runs per over. And main score was Tristan Stubb 94 of 180 and Tony Zizorzi 49 of 62. And then Jadeja 4 for 62 and Washington Sundar 1 for 67. In reply, at close of 4 days play, India were 27 for 2 in 15.5 overs. Simon Harmer 1 for 1 from 3.5 overs and Marco Jansen 1 for 14 from 5 overs. India, this is the headline now. India needed 522 to win with just 8 wickets in hand and 1 day of test match left. Yes, South Africa declared at 260 for 5. Ryan de Clayton made 35 of 64 ball. Aiden Markram 29 of 84 ball. But Tristan Stubb 94 of 180 ball. Temba Bavuma, the captain, fell only for 3 runs. Tony Zizorzi made 49 of 68 ball and Grant Mulder 35 of 69 ball. Then India, Bumrah none for 22, Siraj none for 19, but Ravindra Jadeja 4 for 62 from 288.3 overs. Kuldeep Yadav none for 48 from 12 overs. Washington Sundar 1 for 67 from 22. Yashasvi Jaiswal none for 9 and Nitesh Kumar Reddy none for 24. The fall of wicket for South Africa. First wicket fell at 59, the second at 74, the third at 77. Then they had a partnership of 101 for the fourth wicket, which took their total to 178. The fifth wicket at 260, and that is what South Africa scored, which is 260 for the loss of 5 wickets. And as Tristan Stubb out on 94, the captain immediately signaled a declaration, which is 260 for the loss of 5 wickets. In today's session, in the first session, 32 overs were bowled and 81 runs were scored, and South Africa lost it 3 wickets, which means they were scoring at 2.53 runs. But in the second section, from 30 overs, 113 runs were scored by South Africa and only 1 wicket fell, which means they were scoring at 3.77 runs. They had a target in their mind, and in the third and final session, 24.2 overs were bowled, 67 runs were scored and 3 wickets fell, and the runs were scored at 2.75 runs per over. Okay, the summary of the match. South Africa 489, and in reply India were all out for 201. South Africa took 288 runs first in the lead, and capitalizing on that lead they scored 260 in the second inning, setting India a target of 549. But chasing 549, India were 27 for 2. Marco Jansen and Harmer take South Africa closer to a 2-0 sweep of India. The visitors have a cushion of 522 runs to pick up the 8 wickets, and they need it on the final day at Guwahati Test match. India suffers 68 balls from the hell in the hellish year at the home. India haven't done much wrong in terms of strategy, but very little has been going right for them on the field. The scorecard once again, as South Africa resumed their second inning at the overnight score of 26 without loss. South Africa's second inning score, yes, 26 without loss, and they lost their first wicket at 59. Rian de Clinton was the first man to go, scoring 35 of 64 ball. Jadeja took his wicket, Siraj, who was the catcher. The second wicket fell at 74. Aiden Makram in the 29th over, scoring 29 of 84 balls, and he was clean bowled by left-arm leg spinner Ravindra Jadeja. The third wicket, 3 runs later, they lost their captain Temba Bavuma, who could only score 3 runs, caught by Nitesh Kumar Reddy after bowling off right-arm off spinner Washington Sundar. The fourth wicket, the 101 runs partnership between Tony Zizorzi and Tristan Sub took their total to 178 in the 59th over, and Tony Zizorzi was the fourth man to go, scoring 49, fell just 1 run short of his half century. He scored 49 of 68 balls, hitting 4 fours and 1 6, and he was legged before by Ravindra Jadeja. While the fifth wicket, 260, as soon as Tristan Sub was out, South African captain Temba Bavuma signaling for the declaration, but Tristan Sub scored 94 of 180 balls, hitting 9 fours and 1 6, and that was their score. They batted for 78.3 overs. Indian bowling attack, Jasprit Bumrah, 6 overs, 22 runs and no wicket. Mohammad Siraj, 5 overs, 1 made in 19 runs and no wicket. But Ravindra Jadeja, 28.3 overs, 3 made in 62 runs and 4 wicket. And Kuldeep Yadav, 12 overs, 48 runs and no wicket. While Washington Sundar, 22 overs, 2 made in 67 runs and 1 wicket. Yashasvi Jaiswal, 1 over 9 runs, and Nitesh Kumar Reddy, 4 overs, 24 runs. Chasing 549, India at home were in real trouble as they lost both their opener, Yashasvi Jaiswal and KL Rahul, and they're just 27 and lost 2 wickets. Yashasvi Jaiswal was the first man to go as India was 17 on the board, and he made 13 of 19 balls, hitting 1 4 and 1 6, caught by Kyle Verreynne of the dangerous fast bowler who used his height and troubling all the batsmen of short pitch deliveries. This second to go was KL Rahul in the 10th over, and Simon Harmer. What a brilliant ball that was, using his skill and pitching the ball in the rough, and batsman has no answer, and he was clean bowled between his bat and pad, and he was out, scoring 6 runs. At close of play, Sai Sudarshan although faced 25 deliveries, but find it hard to score run, and he made 2 runs. And Kuldeep Yadav also played 22 deliveries, hitting just 1 4. As India batted 15.5 overs, scoring their runs at 1.70 runs per over, and were 27 for 2. Next batsman to come is Washington Sundar, Rishabh Pant, the captain, Ravindra Jadeja, Dhruv Jurel, Nitesh Kumar Reddy, Mohammad Siraj, and Jasprit Bumrah, and whole 5th day is left. It is very difficult for India to save this test match as the ball is turning square and batsmen are finding it very hard. So this is what so far at Guwahati, the second cricket test match. India needing 522 runs with 8 wickets in hand. Let's see whether South Africa win this test match and clean sweep the 2-match test series. Wishing both the team best of luck. We come to the end of our show. Till the next program, it's goodbye from Sports 360.